Come, gather round, I'll pick up on our tale of 4 adventurers now blazing a new trail. Though outnumbered, they formulate a plan to thin the herd until it's just a one-man stand. Using traps, terminal velocity, and cake, our boys soon realized that they made one huge mistake. As halflings shed their skin and turn to monstrous beasts, our boys prove fire can perform amazing feats. Now that's what I call a thoroughly cooked dish. When great happens. You 3 boys are gonna make your way back through the town. I think it was the unanimous consensus that fuck going in the middle or interacting with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want anything to do with that.
True. Okay, so we've got, my assumption is that Lannon and Svein are kind of in the front, and,
Kennam is still trailing behind us with his invisibility cloak.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Manuel is currently inside of said invisibility cloak.
Yep.
Because we are 2 tiny people.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're making your way through the little shanty town, whatever we called it. We called it something really good. I don't remember what it is anymore. And, people are kind of packing up for the night. You guys got out pretty late, so, it's pretty sparse.
Oh wait, we had to help Manuel in the evening. Fuck. I guess this is it.
This is you helping him. You did it.
Yeah, it is the evening.
Right.
Guys,
We're helping
we gotta
him.
go meet up with Manuel.
You go to his cart, and Manuel's just looking at you like, okay, you're all right. This is
Put
funny,
him down
guys.
on his bed. Okay, now what did you need?
Okay, no, real talk. Are you actually doing that? Just
No.
curious. Okay.
No.
We're going to our cart because I have 2 levels of fatigue.
You do. It's true. All right, so you're making your way through the sand-strewn caravan setup. And like I said, there aren't really a lot of people there to stop you. It seems a lot of people are, like, packing up, going to sleep, already asleep. And, did we...
Sleepy time
Junction. Did you... We'll say that you... No, listen, shut up. We'll say that you kind of going more towards the coastal side, just because it helps with my plot. And
All right.
you're headed on over there.
Complete transparency.
It's cool. So
Yeah,
we'll
at least
just...
she's honest.
Yeah.
You'll pair of glasses because we see right through you.
Oh, shit. So, you're gonna go over there, and you still see members of the Salted Pearl. Some of them are, like, slumped up against the haberdashered wall, asleep. Some of them are wide awake because, dear God, how can you sleep when the ocean is trying to kill you?
Hi, how you doing? Hi.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Need some water?
How's it go? Are you, I was about to say, are you 2 boys gonna interact? Because, Kennam, I'm gonna say now, if an invisible boy says, hey, do you need some water? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, no.
Unless Svein is moving his mouth when that happens.
Dragon Manuel.
Okay. So you're making your way, and you actually see a couple of the Sandstrewn people. They look to be in kind of like linen-esque clothing, like kind of very clean, very sterile. And you see one of them has like this little baby knife, and they're very gently like letting the blood from a couple of halflings. You see some of them are actually even wrapped up. Their hands are wrapped up, and they're like gently cutting through the skin, and you see the blood drip and like slowly flitter around like horrifying little butterflies.
Hey, it's working, just like I predicted.
I mean, kind of. Like, it all goes to the ocean.
Yeah.
It's so, like, minuscule bits that it's, like, it floats, and then it just shoots to the water, and then, like, psst, dissipates in the water. And you see the 2 linen people, and they're like, fuck, we're gonna be doing this all night.
I give them pats on the back, and between heavy breaths, I'm like, don't worry, I have faith in you.
That's all they
And I
need,
walk
right?
away.
Good luck!
Kennam stays behind.
I ain't stopping.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Never stopped to begin with.
Kennam, I will say this, you do notice that Manuel is looking a little fidgety, almost like he's looking for somebody.
Legitimate question, didn't he pass out? Or was this a different time? I could have sworn he passed out.
Manuel?
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be Lannon the next, now.
Faceplant.
Shit!
I could have sworn Manuel passed out.
No, he's still good. He's about to pass out of just sheer fear, but he, at the
Maybe
moment,
he's going
is looking...
in and out.
Yeah, he's going in and out. Right at the moment, though, he's, like, looking around, like he's looking for somebody.
To the cart.
Yeah, I'm just... First priority, get to the cart. Second priority, figure out what's wrong.
Okay, so, you boys managed to pass all of that shenaniganery, so that's good. Yeah. There is, just the slightest situation, though. I don't mean to alarm you, but as you are making your way across the sand to where you packed your cart, you suddenly hear, like, this ferocious snarling sound, followed by, like, the panicked scream of, "What in tarnation is attacking us?"
God damn it.
Who brought the nope button?
Do we see Florence?
At this distance, yes, you kind of see him pouncing around, like,
Oh,
he's
fuck.
up on all fours, and you see him, like, smack the ground for something, and then smack another hand for something else. It's like a cat trying to chase a laser pointer.
Alright,
my God.
I'm running over.
Do you,
I'm
that means
running,
you,
but I'm slower.
I mean, you're, like, slumping.
Yeah.
Kennam, if you're running, that means you lost the invisibility cloak. Are you okay with that?
Wait, like, lost the cloak or lost the effect?
No! You, like, if you start running forward, you're taking, like, the cloak with you. Manuel's not gonna be under the invisibility cloak. You're not gonna be under the invisibility cloak. The invisibility cloak is done.
I'm just gonna shout to Lannon, grab the kid, I'm gonna run up there.
Okay.
Grabbing the kid.
You're just, like, footballing him? Sweet baby Jesus. Okay, so, Kennam, you are just, like, dead bolt sprinting towards Florence, who still looks like he's, having fun, ? And you see, his, prey of interest, which just so happens to be,
That's
your
what we
friend Mina Lee. And she's running around like a fucking chicken with her head cut off.
Oh, fuck. It's just chasing Mina Lee, or?
Yeah, it's like chasing her around, and you see Hubert, next to, like, the half-smashed remains of their own cart, and he's just looking over at Mina Lee, and he's, like, picking stuff out of the cart, trying to throw it, but he doesn't know really where to throw it, because what the fuck is attacking them? Nobody knows. Except you guys.
They just see a cart moving around.
Like this tiny little baby cart.
It's
like,
just floating and whatnot, and
They
then just boom.
think it's an Ubisoft glitch.
There you go.
Damn it, Bethesda.
Trying to get the horse up the mountain.
Who let
Yeah.
Bethesda program Florence?
But yeah, so what do you boys do? This is a sticky situation.
Going as fast as I can with
Alright.
Manuel in my arms.
Yeah, Svein's gonna pick up the speed too.
Yeah, rush over, cast my last spell of the day. Comprehend language so Florence fucking knows what I'm saying.
What?
That can happen.
Oh, wait, no, that doesn't let me speak it.
No.
I cast it on Florence.
Listen, if you cast that, all you hear is Florence going, "Intruder, intruder,
Florence!
shit like that.
Down!
Is that intimidate?
I'm gonna prestidigitation some, like, squirt bottle noises. Florence, down!
Okay. Roll me intimidation with advantage because squirt bottle noises.
That is a nat 6 and nat 14, so that is a modified 20.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. You see Florence rear back, and he's about to pounce again on Mina Lee, and you just slide underneath her and make the motion like a squirt bottle. You're like, no, bad Florence, bad. And the cat cart kind of like hops back on its hind legs and recoils, and you see it sit back, and it's like, but you're still like making the squirt bottle noise, so it eventually just kind of like curls up, like, no, stop, please.
Florence, these are friends.
What the fuck?
Don't make me get the squirt bottle.
Good thinking there, Kennam.
The fuck's a bottle? Oh wait, no.
You don't know what a
bottle
bottle is?
Meanwhile, Minalee's on the ground, just like arms and legs out, and she's like, "What the hell was that?"
Well,
It was Florence.
You know how we have some people in our group that do magic?
Yeah.
Well,
that-
that's some of the magic. We kind of have a defense system, and we haven't quite programmed you into it.
And you see Hubert running over, and he like power slides across the sand, and he's like, "Oh my God, Minalee, are you okay? Like, did it hurt you? Are you all right?" And she's like, "Hubert, I don't even know what the hell would have hurt me, but no, I'm okay. You're so sweet." But then she stands up and she's glaring at all three of you, and she's like, "Okay, what the hell? Like, defense mechanism? Could you maybe have warned us about that first?"
At
We
volume
didn't know
down.
you were coming.
You'll scare the cart.
We
What
also
does
didn't
that
know
even mean?
And, you know, the small child in my arms.
What small child? And then she sees Manuel, and she's like, "Oh shoot. Oh, shut up. Hi there." And Manuel is like, you know what a koala looks like when it's like wrapped around its mom?
Yes.
It's like that.
Oh.
And he's not even looking at her. His face is just buried into yours, Lannon, and he's just like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope."
That's adorable. I need to get him to bed now.
That brings a good question, though. Manuel also isn't marked. How are we gonna get him on the cart? Or in the cart?
Well, you did get a Birdman.
Can we give him a visitor pass?
The thing about... Alright, here's the thing about the Birdman. He landed on top of the cart.
I mean, that's true.
He didn't come in the main entrance.
I don't have levitation until I take a good rest, so...
I mean,
So you'll go in, take a nap. Once you're good and rested, then you can come back out.
We'll just... No, it's fine, guys.
You know what? Florence listens to me. I'll just tell him to shut up.
More squirt bottles.
Oh, this should be good. Okay, so what's the plan here, Stan?
Shall we try and bring him on?
Sure.
Yeah, you sure can try.
I think
Now-
so. That would be a good idea.
Now, here's my question. Are you just bringing Manuel into the cart and leaving, like, a very confused Minalee and Hubert outside with their half-smashed cart? Or...
Oh shit!
Yes.
Yeah, their shit's broke too. We'll have to fix that later.
No.
Yeah, I guess
Tom?
we best give them a bed too.
Yeah, y'all
What
need a new
about
cart.
Yosh?
Yasha's already there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember their relationship?
Shit, you're right. We're just having this huddle in
Yeah.
the corner, by the way. Okay. I would say put Yash in the basement, but we've already established the basement's a never-ending pit of what the fuck, so... Let's get Manuel on, and then...
Alright, so you're gonna deal with
Manuel
Manuel first.
first. Kids first, adults later.
Just give us 1 second, Minalee. We've gotta go put the boy to bed.
Alrighty then. I guess
Just
I'm gonna
trust
go...
us.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go, like, mourn the pieces of my cart.
We can help with that.
We'll-
Yeah,
together.
we may
Will
have
it just
something
be
for
a
that.
moment?
We'll be a moment or 8 hours, but still.
And Hubert kind of, like, gives you all a look, and he follows Minalee over to the cart.
I think we have some duct tape, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we
duct tape.
have...
Fuck is duct tape?
We could literally just use the mend spell over and over and over.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember the wall? Yeah, we'll
That's
just do that
right.
again.
Remember the
Alright.
wand of wonder? Cause I do.
Alright,
I'd
so
rather
let's get
not cast
Manuel...
a Wand of Wonder.
Let's get Manuel onto this Florence.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan?
Yep. Put him in a bed, put us in a bed.
No,
and then
no.
do what then
No,
he
if
does.
before
I mean,
that.
yeah, what's the plan of actually getting him into Florence?
Oh.
Florence seems to listen to me, so I'll take the front.
Okay.
Squirt bottle.
Go for it.
I'll
bottle
press the
noises.
digitation at the ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, you approach Florence again, and he kind of lets out a noise, because, Manuel doesn't have the special all-day pass to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm gonna show him my hand. I'm gonna show him the back of my hand and point to him and go, "Friend."
Okay? Are are you gonna use intimidation again or persuasion?
I'll go with persuasion this round.
All right.
You
I
can
don't want
prestidigitation a
Florence to
yarn
hate
ball.
me.
No, it's not hate, it's fear.
So that's a 17 plus
There's nothing to fear but the
persuasion. 25.
Oh,
my god.
God.
I am a persuasive man.
You are to inanimate objects too. So Florence gives into peer pressure, and his mouth turns into the door, and you guys go through the door. And as you go through the door, you smell the aroma of, let's see here. Oh dear, of burning.
Great.
You smell the aroma of burning in the kitchen.
Fuck me. Is there smoke?
I mean, like not a generous amount of smoke.
Is Yash cooking again?
I mean,
To the windows.
through
Opening
the
them.
windows.
We-
Okay. Who has Manuel right now? I thought it was Lannon.
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 Okay, so Lannon, are you opening the windows with Manuel still like clinging around you?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so you walk into like the living space with the library and the everything else, and you start opening windows, and you look over to the kitchen, and you just see like, if hell was a kitchen, this is probably what it would look like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's like pots and pans caked with all manners of colorful goo, and something is bubbling and boiling on the stove and in the oven. It's kind of a magical smell combination. And you see your bird buddy Yash, and he is mixing something, and then you see Jam, and she's apparently part of whatever's being mixed because she's also in that bowl.
What?
And she kind of like, she sees you, Lannon, she's like, oh, Lannon! And she tumbles out of the bowl, and she's just like a fucking sticky monster mess.
Stop.
Yash, what are you doing? What is going on here?
Prestidigitation jam first.
Boop. Oh, I'm not a sticky monster no more.
Okay.
Pinching the bridge of his nose.
Maybe we
What?
should send Yash up to his room. You know, because
Yash
Oh,
doesn't
Yash.
have a
we
room.
might be
Yash.
having some company.
What's up, my
Yash,
dudes?
the fuck?
Well, look, you guys were like gone forever, and Jam was like, you should make him a happy dinner. And Jam's like, you guys were gone forever. The sun went down, he went to bed, you guys weren't back yet. It's all you can fucking say.
We appreciate the sentiment, but
But wow, was this a bad execution?
Jam, why don't you head back to the Kennam cabin while we eat and clean up this dinner?
hey, maybe she could take Yash with her.
Unfortunately,
Is that
I do
possible?
not have the. Wait a second. Does anybody? I'm gonna take out my 5 feet of rope, cause I have a tattoo.
No.
You do.
Rope trick.
No, God.
5 feet into the air. All right, Yash. Why don't you go with Jam, and we're going to enjoy this nice meal and clean up for it.
Oh, I mean, like, listen, I'm not gonna, like, point fingers or anything, dudes, but it's almost like you're sending me to my room or something. You know I'm, like, 30-something, right? Like, I'm a grown-ass adult bird man.
You were a halfling, weren't you?
I mean, we're talking, like, human years and bird... Listen, man, I don't even know what I am anymore.
It's
I'm
a
like,
lot of calculations. It's okay. We understand your.
It's fine.
It's a lot of different multiplication.
Look,
7 years
I'm
for
not-
every 1 year.
I'm not only bird, I'm also, like, not even technically man. Like, the male anatomist part of a man. So, this whole day has just been whack. This whole, like, couple days has been whack. I mean, listen, I really haven't had a chance to really digest and process this, but now that I've been cooking with Jam, I've had a lot of time to think about stuff.
Cooking with Jam.
Yeah,
New
no.
show on Crit Happens.
Honestly,
Cooking with Jam.
I just I need to send Jam back for a bit, recharge my spells and my magic. If you could just keep her company for a little bit, that'd be
I
that'd
got
be
you,
great.
little dude. And he comes over to you and he kind of like holds your hands.
Is
and
he
says-
sticking?
Yeah, he's super sticky.
Oh god.
And he's like, I am so honored that you trust me with your little dudette. Really, I am. And he gives you like a big sticky hug. And he turns to Jam. And he's like, hey, Jam, you want to play tag up in the Kennam cabin? And she's
Oh
like,
lord.
yes!
Oh,
Let's
it's
do
a
it!
good thing I can take care of that whenever I need to.
And you poof Jam and Yash into the Kennam cabin. Not words I ever thought I'd say.
All right.
That's
so-
all right. Hold on. That entire sequence, I was just putting Manuel in Loeb's room, putting him to bed, and now I'll deal with this.
Okay.
You
Prestidigitation.
come back and they're gone.
I
You're
think
like, oh,
Svein
thank
was
Jesus.
just shaking his head the whole time.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
Okay, prestidigitation. All 3 feet.
Oh,
of me.
yeah. Yeah, and
I'm
All
clean.
3 feet.
I
let's
guess
deal with
Spain
that.
has prestidigitation as well, so he's gonna help with some kitchen cleanup duty.
Yeah.
Okay, so you boys
we've
are
got
cleaning
about
up.
an hour. We've got about an hour that thing stays open, and then I am fresh out of spells. So.
Duly noted.
Okay, so while you boys are cleaning up, this is the time definitely to have like a conversation, discuss a battle strategy, figure out what the heck's the next move. So go for it, my boys.
Well,
Next
okay.
move is sleep.
Well,
Yes.
but now also we have Nina Lee and Hubert out there.
How are we gonna deal with those two?
I don't know.
Well, we have both of these strange relatives that have been currently living under our roof, so, yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that cart.
We're gonna have to fix a lot
Well,
more than
maybe-
just a cart.
They can come in, they can have a seat on the couch. Oh wait, we don't have the couch anymore.
Yeah, Sofa
Yeah, the
Mander is
Sofa-mander.
currently missing.
Rip Sofamander.
Alright, can I just say, I love how fucking stupid this sounds. Like, all of it. This entire goddamn campaign.
So dumb.
I adore it. Continue.
Alright, as you were.
Okay.
Well, yes, we should probably mend their cart for them, since it's not entirely our fault that their cart was destroyed, but maybe a little bit.
I can help out, do some heavy lifting if need be.
Yeah,
Not really a
You can do
builder,
some heavy
though.
lifting. You can, right now.
I mean,
I
alright,
can, I'll just have disadvantage.
alright.
You go to pick up like a piece of the cart, you roll a natural 1, the cart smashes you.
You
to
fall
pieces.
asleep.
Well, the cart has reformed itself. Yay! On top of you. Oh.
Fuck!
Ah.
Alright, so what's the battle strategy, brothers? What are we doing first? Aside from cleaning the kitchen.
All right. We
Alright,
need
let's
to.
just assume we clean the kitchen. After
Yes.
that, let's deal with Mina Lee.
Yes.
and
Then
Hubert.
we need to get sleep before we think about anyone that we might need to be tangling with.
Yeah.
Additionally, if
Tangling,
we can,
killing, you know, whatever.
It's the same thing.
if we can take care of Mealy after we've rested, and I can have some more of my spells back in case something happens, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Then what are we gonna do with them in the meantime?
They're
We're
just going to be
invite them
sitting
in
out there waiting for us.
We'll have to invite
for the
them
next
in.
8
I can.
hours.
Yes.
Oh no.
It-
We'll have to figure out something for Yash because neither of them know the other one's there. Ugh.
You
Well,
also have
I
you also
mean-
have that little detail of Manuel being maybe question mark a fugitive and knows things.
Oh yeah.
Manuel's asleep right now. Let's.
we hope so.
Manuel
Fuck
literally
Manuel.
cannot be in any safer a place. If Mealy has proven anything tonight, it's that Florence doesn't like people.
He is an unsociable kitty. All right, so who's
True.
gonna go out then and help Mina, Lee, and Hubert and their poor cart?
Well,
Not a,
All right. Svane's gonna help.
Nose goes.
yeah, we have mend, and I actually have experience with carpentry, so.
Okay, so Lannon, are you just gonna like go fuck off to bed?
Lannon's taking a sleep.
Alright, Lannon's fucking off to bed. Svein and Kennam, you head back outside then with a very salty looking kitty cat. Florence looks very upset. He kind of looks at you, Kennam, like, why are you doing this to me?
Listen, you took on Yosh. Didn't swat him out of the sky.
And he gives you a look like, it's not like I could throw him up. Like, I have no digestive tract. What do you want from me?
Alright. Then just have that one little child and he'll be gone before you know it.
Yeah.
Wait a second. There are bathrooms on this cart, right?
I would hope so.
Would just the pipes and sewage system be his digestive
Jesus
tract?
Christ,
Don't
let us
think
not
about
think
it.
about this. Stop. I do not want to get into the anatomy of Florence. He already doesn't make sense.
I mean, you're right.
Thank you. Okay, so you make your way over to Hubert and Mina Lee, who are kind of like picking through the bits. And Mina Lee sees you two come in. She's like, okay, welcome back. You want to tell me how that whole clown car situation just happened?
Sure. And we'll yeah, magic.
So...
That's the most bullshit
Yeah, that is the
excuse I
most
ever-
bullshit excuse I have ever heard in my life. Listen, if her Queen Mom Highness had told me magic, I probably would have believed it. You three?
Listen, I'm just telling you what I got here. This thing is magic, and it likes us, so...
Yes. We don't quite understand it either, but
Oh,
we've
well,
we've come to a mutual agreement.
well, listen, y'all are my friends, so I guess I'll just take it at face value. The real important question is here, did you get the ring back?
Yeah, actually.
Yes,
yeah.
we did.
Oh my god, yes! Hubert, did you hear that? And Hubert just like, he's like half picking up a piece of wheel, and he looks at Mina Lee and just kind of gives her a thumbs up. She's like, I'm not gonna die! This is the best day ever. Can I see it? Can I have it, please? Please.
Sure. There is some things I'd like to mess around with it later, but we have far too many things on our hands right now. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll say, you
pass.
got a freaking cart that apparently invisibly kills people.
Yeah, we've been working with Florence on that. It's a rough time.
No, stop. She like puts a finger to your mouth and is like, did you name your cart Florence?
Well,
did.
technically it's not my cart, so I named someone else's cart Florence.
Okay, listen, can I have the ring in my hands so I can stop having a conniption?
Yeah, sure. And I think I've got that one, so I'll pass
We'll
it on.
say you do
Think
now.
so.
She like immediately sticks it in her pocket and she's like, oh, thank gods. Now her Mom Highness won't skin me alive and wear me like a coat. Thank you again, boys. Where did you end up finding it? Those two little sneaky, sticky finger twin, and then you see Hubert kind of come over being like, okay, all right, nope, it's okay. It's all right.
We didn't find them, but we found, we'll say it's a stash of their items and
Yes.
stuff.
What?
And
Wait,
other-
what do you mean a stash?
You know, thieves always have a stash.
It was quite the nefarious location.
Ugh. I have to have a word with that, Hubert, what's his name again? And Hubert looks down at her like, Ian, the Sandstream leader? And she's like, yeah, that guy. I'm gonna have some words with him tomorrow. Or maybe tonight if I can find him.
Let's not tonight.
You
Tonight's
just
a bad
hold
time.
off for now.
Let's work on getting that cart back working.
Yes, one step at a time.
I'd be mighty appreciative. I'm not exactly sure how you gotta magic that out of your ass.
Do you still have the assembly instructions?
It's like a fucking, what is this, a
Like a
bionicle?
Lego set.
Fucking bought it
Step
from
one.
IKEA.
Alright, I want you to boys roll me Arcana. Let's see how good you put this back together.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That is a 12.
Modified 20.
Okay, there we go.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, modified 20. I read that weird.
Okay. Alright, good.
And
So
12 for
you-
Svein.
And 12 for Spade. Spade, you know, you're kind of like emotional support.
Yeah.
You and Hubert are kind of like putting things into piles, and Mina Lee helps with Kennam. She's like, all right, well, piece is definitely supposed to go here, and that goes there, and oh, Jesus, don't put that there! Okay, all right. And that goes over there. And you eventually have a fully reconstructed cart again, and Mina Lee kind of like flips over the side, and she's like, holy shit, even the items are back together! That's an impressive feat! That's a kick-ass spell.
Man,
Y'all gonna have to teach me that one.
definitely
y'all gonna
worth
have to teach me. Definitely gonna have to teach me that one. Well, listen, how long are y'all planning to be here? You gonna try and fix that whole, spooky ocean business?
That's the goal.
Well, we fixed a cart. How hard can it be to fix an ocean business?
And Hubert's like, yeah, it's just like an entire body of water. It's the worst that could happen.
No big deal.
No big deal. And Hubert goes on to say, well, listen, guys, just so we don't have, this situation again unless your cart's gonna have, like, another fit about it, is there any way we could just hang out here?
Yeah, just don't approach it.
Sure.
So, you, Svein, and you, Kennam, have granted, I guess a plot of land to Mina Lee and Hubert. Florence, while salty still about it, is aware that no, he should not, attack them and pounce on them and, do the things that he usually does to people without the right hand sigil. He's still grumpy about it. You see him, like, curled up on the edge of a dune, like his back is against it, and he's just like...
Listen, you can play with the tiny people later.
Which tiny people are you talking about?
Maybe all of them, who knows?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Which is the entire town of Sandstrom. Alright. Are you gonna retire for Sleepy Time Junction?
Yes.
Okay, alright, okay. So you all enter back into your cat cart, and like I said, it is very late at night at this point, and you settle down for sleep. I assume you're all just in, like, your usual beds, different rooms, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Where's Yash gonna be when we wake up?
Actually, that's a solid question.
At this
Are you
point,
guys...
Yosh would have definitely come out of the pit. Not the pit, the hole.
Okay,
The hole in the sky.
The Sarlacc pit.
He would have come out of the hole in the sky at this point.
Okay, he probably said goodnight to Jam too. And I just imagine he's made his own little corner, like he pushes two chairs together and roosts.
I mean,
Just
if
hanging
it
out.
works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just let birds be birds.
Yeah. I think it'd work.
Exactly. Okay, so you all fall into a deep, deep sleep. And, it's pretty nice, finally just sleeping and not having shit, like, come out of the ocean or attack you from caves or,
That's
weird
nice.
skinwalker bitches. So the night goes on. We're coming into the AM. You are all still, pretty sound asleep. Or are you? Dun, dun,
I don't know, are we?
I am going to need all three of you to roll me a perception.
See, I'm not good at that one.
Well,
That's a 10.
that's too...
That's a 15.
That's a 7.
Wow, those are some
Don't
great
worry.
rolls, guys.
Hey, I did above average.
Okay, let's pull in our new girl. Lexa, can you please roll me a stealth roll?
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, wait, that was stealth?
No, not for you.
Oh.
Calm down, Rogue. It's okay.
Someone says.
It's like adding the wrong numbers.
17.
Okay. Can you boys tell me those numbers one more time?
Both.
15.
Okay. Then I am going to roll a little dice here. Okay. So, Lannon, I have a question for you.
Da.
What are you dreaming about tonight on this semi-peaceful night? What do you typically dream about?
Smashing heads, smashing heads, smashing heads. No,
Goblin edition.
It's not even just. It's just a million Sawins in a field.
no. Given the events of the day, probably thinking or at least dreaming back
About
to
dogs?
the event.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
not about dogs. About the events back in Smolderven.
Aw, so you're dreaming about your family?
Yeah.
Aw, that's so cute! What are you doing in this dream?
It's because it's Mother's Day.
Aw! That's
Yeah.
even fucking cuter!
No, yeah. Just help my mom out around the castle.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, so your dream... Oh, Jesus, it's so sweet. So you're dreaming about, life back at the castle, indiscriminate time, just helping your mom out doing stuff, like washing dishes and picking up around the house, all that cute stuff. Maybe you go outside for a bit and,
Maybe help her brew some very deadly potions, yeah.
yeah, it's such a sweet little scene, and you're brewing this potion, and it goes a little south, but that's okay. Smoke is filling the dreamscape, but it's all right because you're with your mom, and as you are doing this, you kind of start to forget about what you did the day before. Like with the cave and stuff, because just how could you not be so happy with this whole mom situation? It's just so good. It's so great. I would like you to roll me another perception check.
Okay. That one's a 16.
Skin butter. Alexa, roll me another stealth.
11.
That's not great, Alexa.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lannon, you're having this very cute, sentimental moment with your mom. You're kind of forgetting about what happened the day before because, hey, it's your mom. She's the best lady ever. With her, very regal figure of pasty white skin and very blondish hair and long antlers. Wait a minute, what the fuck? That's not your mom. What's going on here?
But take a few steps back and grab a corked bottle.
Uh-huh. What are you doing with this cork bottle?
Getting ready to throw it.
And the elven woman turns to you and she's like, "Son, what are you doing? That's you're not supposed to mess with that. You should really put that down." And it sounds like your mom, but it doesn't look like your mom.
Can I roll to try and wake up?
Absolutely.
What would that be?
What, you mean we don't just have like a wake-up roll?
I thought we did. I
Yeah,
thought that was
skill
one of
in
the
itself.
skills. Yeah.
Oh, and you didn't.
Just for this
Didn't
time.
you check it
Didn't
off?
pick up the feed. Wakes up on command.
Yeah.
Alright,
Wakes
fine.
up on command.
Command.
Too bad.
Oh, what can we do
Damn.
for wake-up rolls?
You could do a
Okay.
will save or
Ooh,
wisdom.
I like that. I
Corri-
like that.
yeah, maybe wisdom.
I like a wisdom save. Let's do it. Wisdom
That's a
save.
natural 20.
Oh shit! You are waking the fuck up.
Oh.
You hear your mom go, "You should really put that down." And then you wake up, and all of a fucking sudden, there's somebody kind of like half leaned over your bed, staring into your face. Lexa, what the hell are these? What is he seeing? Who's on his bed?
So, you see this. I don't want to be vain or anything, but she's pretty. And she's got long, like, curly, like, silver, almost like blue hair, like, just like a cloud, basically, like, around her.
She has a
She's
cloud
wearing,
on her head.
dark blue, and she has, like, pretty standard size antlers with, white and blue flowers, like, cascading off of them. And she's got, like, really long sleeves, and she's, like, holding them up, like, maybe, like, just, like, her hands, like, towards you, and she's like, oh.
I'm
That
grabbing her by
doesn't
the
usually
antlers and
happen.
taking her to the ground.
Oh shit! Everyone initiative. We just started something.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck.
goodness.
Wait, aren't you still asleep?
Maybe.
I mean,
You
Yeah,
said
you're still
everybody.
asleep, dude.
You said everybody.
Everybody in the room.
everyone in the room rolls.
Oh,
Say-
that means
then
me.
say everyone in the room.
Just hang on to it for now. I'll let you keep the 20. Just
We're
hang on
gonna
to
give
it.
you emotional support in our
Yes. We're in your dreams. Don't mind
Yeah.
us.
No,
That's
you
a
keep
23
We got
for
yo
initiative,
back.
by the way.
We're giving
Okay.
you the corked bottle. Don't worry.
unnecessary. That 20
Yeah.
is so unnecessary. I
What did
got
you
a
get,
nat
Lex?
1.
Oh, no! That's not great. What does that add up to?
Oh, 3.
Okay, so listen, folks. Let's go over some rules real quickly. Typically, you're not supposed to give bonuses or detriments if you get 20s or 1s. I love doing it because I think it's hilarious. So, Lannon, what was that whole gonna fucking take her to the ground by her antlers business?
I grab her by her antlers and
Uh-huh.
take her to the ground.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Like off my bed, on the floor.
I need a strength versus dex. Let's go, you two. Strength for Lannon, dex for Mystery Woman.
Mystery
elf.
woman.
Wait, straight strength or athletics?
Straight.
11.
Straight
I'm doing so good.
Straight.
It's
Strength.
another nat 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Dang.
John Cena.
Light sleeper.
I have the alert feat. of a sleeper.
He's been
Okay,
training his
so-
whole life for this.
So all of a sudden, Lannon, you take this elven woman by the antlers, and before she can even let out a what, you just go careening to the ground. I need you to roll a 1d4 for damage, and I need my other boys to roll me wisdom to see if you wake up.
See if we hear this slamming.
Don't worry,
Slam
that's only a 2 on the dice.
Okay, so take off 2 health,
Alright.
mystery elf lady.
Mystery elf.
This a wisdom save, or is this
Yes.
a wisdom, or just straight wisdom? Okay, if it's a wisdom save, it's an 18.
Okay.
As she hits
Nice.
the ground, I'm gonna say, as much as I like girls in my bed, this is not the best way.
Svein got a 6.
That's not... Well, I got a natural 1, so you're definitely both awake.
You just hear Florence in the back room going, "Ooh!"
You two shoot up straight from your beds. Like I said, you're all in different rooms, but it's in a situation where it's like all 4 rooms are wall to wall to each other. So you just hear this, and you just shoot up, and you're like, what? So I want you boys to roll in for initiative too.
All right.
Tom got that nat 20.
Yeah, 2 quick questions on this. I do have to ask.
Okay.
I got 22.
There is the matter of, first off, was this a full rest?
Not yet, no.
Okay. And second off, is it still night or is it dawn?
Technically, it's dawn at this point for your fucking rollages. Your port and rolls,
Port
as I
rolls.
assume.
No,
Important.
port and rolls are after long rest. Dawn is
Ah.
for my Wand of Wonder.
Oh god.
Oh, I forgot about
Because
that.
I expended
Oh,
2
God.
charges on it, and at dawn I get to roll to regain charges.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yep, gained them back. Okay.
Okay. What is your total initiative, my dude?
21.
Okay. So,
Oh, 22, my bad. I forgot I had a thing.
oh, okay. Ooh, we have a speed tie. What is your natural dex? What's your dex bonus, both of you?
Although he did get a nat 20, so
He
I don't know
did.
if that factors in.
No, I'm gonna see if who wins with this dex bonus.
Well, you
Who's got the most
probably have
dex?
the higher dex, because mine's +1.
Woohoo! Mine's +4.
Okay, then we'll put.
Jeez.
Yeah, these are
He's a
some
rogue.
big. These are
Yeah.
some big boys, Alexa.
I
Short
already
but
have
fast.
My action planned out in my head.
Oh, thank God. All right, so Kennam, you hear the to the ground. It is the room. I'm gonna say, like I said, you're in like a situation where it's like the hallway is to the north, Lannon's room is to the east, and Svein's room is to the south. Where do you want to go?
Well, I mean, there's a big thud, so rush into that.
Okay. So you get out of bed. I will say you can use your full move action to get out of bed, run out the room, run down the hallway, and open the door to see what the fuck just happened.
I feel like they're both running at the
Sounds
same
good.
time. It's just
Yeah.
Svein is on the wall.
He's Spider-Man? But that could be like your 20 initial action.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
To take all of that. Alright, so Lannon, so we're gonna start back at the top then. Lannon! You have an elven girl pinned to the ground, tangled in sheets. What do you want to do?
Mimicron, chains.
Well,
Well,
It's
shit.
in the room. I keep
It is?
it in the room.
I mean, that's fair enough. Okay, so the Mimicron starts to form chains. I need you to... Let me think a second.
This is a grapple check?
Kind of.
I think we used
There's
grapple
some-
for the last one.
There's something special with this one that I have to think about. Lexa, I want your character to make me a will save. And, Lannon, I need you to... Or not a will save, I'm sorry. I need you both to just make me, will rolls
Wisdom.
real quick. They're not will... I'm sorry. Y'all, you have to understand, I also play Pathfinder. It gets fucking confusing. I need you all to make me wisdom throws. Not saves, just...
you fucked up now.
Did I?
If it's another natural 20, I'm
It's
gonna
not
ban
another
you.
nat 20, don't worry.
19.
19.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what happens, Lannon. You have this girl pinned to the ground, tangled in sheets, and you make the... Do you make a mental command, or do you make it, like, known?
Like verbal.
Okay, so you're all like, yo, Mimichrome, do that chain thing. And the Mimichrome kind of floats up from your desk, and it starts to make the little links a chain. And then all of a sudden, the elf girl says something. Elf girl, what do you say?
I have no idea what this is. What?
Oh,
What am I doing? Am I countering? Like, am I
You can-
commanding
yes.
it too?
You can command it too.
You.
This
It's
looks...
magical metal that can turn into just about anything.
And though
Can I get it?
It's like Play-Doh that you can use with your mind.
And I'll say this, Lexa, you as a player may not recognize this. Your character recognizes this, though, and she can make a command to make it do something else.
I don't know if you're trying to tell me something subconsciously, and I'm just
Don't
not
worry about
getting
it right now.
I was gonna say just try to chain him instead. Like,
Ooh. Guys, this is getting weirdly kinky.
Mimicron gets confused and chains us together.
So, yeah, so the Mimichrome comes, and the elf woman all of a sudden says, Mimichrome, chain him. And you see that the Mimichrome is kind of fighting back and forth. It's like, oh god, who do we chain?
who's getting chained?
And, I'm actually going to take someone's advice. It actually wraps around both of you, so now you're like in this snug hug of chainery.
Hey,
So
if
now
you
you're both
didn't,
grappled.
I would have.
This isn't usually how I like to make my appearances.
So,
Shouldn't
Svein,
have tried to come at me in my sleep.
Svein, you are up next.
Svein is dashing on over to the room where he heard the thump.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you probably dash behind Kennam. So now you're
Yeah.
both standing in the door frame, and you you come into the scene of Lannon pinned on top of an elven woman. They're both chained together, sheets a galore.
Slowly close the door.
Lannon, do you need help, or
Yes.
you know what, mate? Let's get out of here, Kennam.
Svein.
Lannon, keep your kinky shit to yourself.
This is great.
There are children among us.
They're dead asleep. And I could really use a hand.
Okay.
She's like, don't touch me.
Is that Mimichrome?
Yes.
Well, how do we get it off?
Command it.
All right, Kennam, you are up, my dude. You see this weird kinky shit. What do you do?
It's counted as a at least this at least would have counted as a short rest, so I get, as a wizard, I can get some of my spells back.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? I'm going back to sleep after this anyway. If I'm not mistaken, I get half my spells. It's been a while, guys.
It
It's alright.
has been a while.
If you pass out, one of us will just carry you back to your room.
It's been a bit. I'm a bit. I got a bit of a sickness if the coughing couldn't show. So I
He's
just gotta
got a
quickly
sickness, and the only cure
Is more.
is watching Lannon do kinky shit.
Let's not.
Oh god, we're never gonna live this down. I'm so sorry, Lexa, that this is your intro.
If
Oh
only.
god. Oh my god, Lucy.
Okay.
Lucy's
Yeah.
gonna be pissed.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna tell on you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going back to bed after this anyway. Since I've got Arcane Recovery, I'm just going to see. I've always been curious about this. I'm gonna
I
try
know
and
what
cast
to do.
Counterspell on it because we've established that this is
Counterspell?
some kind of magic. So
Okay,
I'm gonna give it a try.
go for it.
Alright, so I cast Counterspell, and if it's considered to be a level 3 spell or lower, I don't know how this would work.
How does this work?
I'm not using this in its regular turns, so I have no idea how I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so you're gonna cast Dispel on the Mimicrome,
I'm
yes?
gonna try and dispel Mimicrome, or at least, like,
Okay.
revert it back to its natural state.
Okay, you go to cast this spell, and you watch as the Mimicrome just completely has a shit fit. It, like,
Oh.
it... How do I describe this? You cast this spell, and an aura kind of surrounds the Mimicrome, and it just starts completely freaking out. Like, you could see it vibrating rapidly. You see it kind of, like, changing its surface shape and density. Like, it's still wrapping these kids up, but it's
okay,
not
bad
chains. Like, it goes from, like, a rope, and then it goes to just, like, clear slime, and then it goes to, like, a whole coating of something, and briefly you see it, like, about to spike up, and you see it kind of poke your friends. So, let's see. I need Lannon and the elf woman to take 1 point of damage, because it does briefly, like, spike. And you guys are like, ah, fuck, Jesus!
Alright,
Okay,
99
okay.
health.
Bad idea, bad
Kinda
idea.
kinky in
Alright.
here.
Wait, I think I have an idea, Kennam.
Sure, go for it.
Alright. You'll have to wait for your turn,
Yeah,
Svein.
right.
Mystery Elven Woman, it is now your turn. What would you...
I am gonna turn into a cat and try to run away.
This is some kind of escape artist? No, escape artist is past.
Okay,
Did we
alright.
not wake up? Are we
So-
still dreaming?
So, you, Lannon, watch as this woman beneath you suddenly kind of starts to get smaller and furrier, and I will have you make, Dex... Wait, is acrobatics in this one still?
No.
Yeah, acrobatics
Wait.
is in
Acrobatics
Yeah.
is. That said, don't bother to roll
Why?
because I have some rolls of my own. Kennam's fed up
Okay.
with this shit. You rolled a nat 3. Add your acrobatics to that.
Okay. Do you have any points in acrobatics, Lexa?
Yeah.
What,
You're
how many?
just manhandling your
Plus
character.
2.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you get, like, I'm gonna say you're gonna get, well, I guess I can't say you get advantage anyway, because important rules negate that, don't they?
I don't know. It doesn't
God,
say
have
anything
we-
about it.
Yeah,
We've
I guess
never
we don't
done this
have this
before.
situation. That's true. I'm gonna say then that you turn into a cat, you start to slip out, and some of the Mimicrome kind of gets caught in your foot, and you're like, Jesus, why? Why this happen? And I will say, Lexa, that if you give me athletics, you can kind of pull free, and you can make the rest of your movement at least at half, or halved.
15.
Oh, that's not a bad strong, actually. That's a pretty good strong. So you, kitty cat you are, you pull yourself out from underneath Lannon, you get kind of caught up in the Mimicrome, but then you pull yourself free, and where are you running?
Under the bed.
Okay, you dart under the bed. I want to make it known, too. When you transform into a cat, what do you look like?
I am a pure Snow White cat with Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say with antlers, but I've decided against that for now.
Okay.
Just an antler pattern across your back.
Ooh.
Just
That's pretty.
Snow White with, like, I don't know. Snow White.
You know a typical villain's cat that it's petting in the chair? Yeah, that.
That's me. You have no idea how appropriate that is. Okay, so we're back at the turn order. Lannon, you're still wrapped up in Microme. You watch this woman turn into a cat and go under your bed.
Do we have references for all the characters, by the way?
What?
References for characters? Art
Sin?
references?
You mean as far as like drawing references? Didn't you draw them?
I got this.
Once,
Don't worry
like,
about it.
Forever ago.
Bitches,
Sketchbook
bitches.
is unknown.
Bitches, I got this. Don't even worry.
Alright.
Probably.
Gotcha.
Worry about the thing. I should mention it. No, yeah, Lexa is a very huge fan of the Doodle Bops, so we might see some pretty stuff there.
Doodlebops?
The
Yeah,
Doodle
Are you
Bops.
sure that was an actual show?
It is.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
it
if that's
is.
Copyright
It is.
infringement.
Oh.
I'm a fan of the...
Doodle Smoodle?
She's
Doodle- yeah, that, whatever.
She's a
Lannon,
great
what are you
artist.
doing? Shut up, Lannon. What are you doing? Expect art soon is what I'm saying. Lannon, what are you doing?
telling Mimicrum to go back to its bottle.
Okay.
Get back in the boat.
Get in the bottle.
Which one of these is
Betrayed
Lannon?
me.
So your Mimichrome winds out from around you and slips in the bottle, sort of like, a puppy that just got kicked.
Cool. And I'm gonna use Action Surge
Uh-huh.
and Mother's Hand to pull her out from under the bed.
Oh, no!
I'm sorry, Mother's Hand? What is that?
It's a set of 5 rings that each have Mage Hand.
What the heck?
Okay, so you, I assume you're only using one. She can't be that
Yeah.
lucky.
She.
Okay. So you mage hand, and you have like a very slender, motherly looking hand pop out, and shit goes under the bed.
Can I, like, roll dex to get... just...
Roll me, Lannon, roll me, I guess roll me, attack? And we'll see if it matches her AC?
Is that plus proficiency or?
No.
Okay.
It's a fucking disembodied hand.
That's an 11.
And he's not proficient in
that
that?
matches.
Come on.
That matches?
That matches.
I'm pretty sure match goes to defender. So
Yeah.
you're fine.
So you,
God.
Lexa, your character sees this hand coming, it's like, nope! And you just like roll to the left and the hand comes back out the other side. And it looks at you, Landon, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
She's a slippery cat, okay?
It's like someone buttered her with oil. And
my
popcorn
God.
butter.
Cats are a liquid, don't you know?
They're a lol squid.
You want to try anything else?
I'm crawling back into bed. I don't give a fuck anymore.
He's gonna leave me down there.
I'm defeated.
You just pick up your sheets and it's like, good luck, boys, and go back to sleep.
No, I'm gonna just turn to the other two and say, close the door on your way out. I'm curling back up. Fucking going to sleep.
Okay, so Lannon thinks this is just all a dream. Spain, you're still at the door entrance. This cat just went under the bed. What do you want to do?
Lannon, do you not want us to get that cat? Do you wanna? Okay. Alright, so Svein's gonna try crawling under the bed and grabbing the cat.
I was waiting for, and Spain leaves the room. I was like, this is gonna be a fun night. Okay, so you're gonna crawl under the bed. You are face to face with this cat. What do you
Spain,
want to?
offer her cake.
We have cake!
Oh,
What is cake?
it's cake. It's literally cake.
Well, this one is happy cake.
Shh! Don't tell her that.
It's cake that makes you happy.
Alright, Spain, what are you doing? You're face to face with this cat now. This cat, I imagine, is just like pinned up against the corner
Yep.
of the wall and the bedpost.
Yep.
And just has the eyes that are like, go fuck yourself.
What are you doing here? How did you get in without Florence going all crazy? Get out from under there.
Stop it.
Lannon, wake up. Okay, whatever. Lannon, you want to go to sleep? You can deal with this.
Yeah, I don't know who or what you are, but there's some eggs in the fridge if you really need something to eat.
So what do you,
And maybe some cake.
Oh god. So
Spain's
Svein,
gonna-
officially,
ahead.
what are you doing?
Spain's just gonna crawl back out.
Oh my god.
Like, if
Okay.
Lannon's just going to bed, you know, he was here when the whole thing happened, and if he, you know, doesn't think that it's serious enough that he can go back to bed.
Lennon
Sven's
woke
like-
up to pure adrenaline, alright?
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
only reason.
Sven's
he's
like,
doing
well, if he's going back to bed, you know, everything must be under control. Maybe there's
Dang,
something that
if-
Svein doesn't need to know about.
If the fucking apocalypse was happening, you would all just like take a trip to Tahiti and not give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming I can't evasive maneuver the apocalypse.
No, like there's a potential like stranger, maybe assassin in Lannon's room, and everyone just throws up their hands and says, "Fuck it, we're too tired."
I mean, that's what happened with Yash.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've seen enough stuff for the day.
Oh
We
yeah,
had to
don't
fix
eat
a
the
whole
bird.
cart.
Don't eat the bird.
Don't eat the bird.
Yes, don't eat the bird.
he's bigger. He's so much bigger. Okay, Kennam, do you want to do anything?
I'm not really sure what I would do.
Oh my god.
Go back to bed, you need your spells.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? Lannon had this under control when he was asleep. Fuck it, I'm out.
Okay, so initiative over. Everyone's giving up. Jesus Christ. Okay, so everyone leaves the room, and now there's a white cat / elven woman hiding under Lannon's bed.
I'll leave the door open.
Yeah, no, but Svein shuts the door because Lannon said to shut.
Oh, I guess you're right.
He's not going to be rude.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Lannon's asleep, Kennam's asleep, and Svein's asleep. Strange elf woman, what do you want to do? I guess you've been left alone under a bed to your own devices.
Wait.
Oh, Kennam, get the spray bottle.
No, too late now. You're all asleep again.
I don't think it works on sentient creatures anyway.
Okay, so,
No,
Mystery.
she's to her own devices in my room.
Okay, so Mystery Elf Woman, do you want to continue with your mission or just, like, hang out under the bed? Or explore? I don't fucking know.
Can I explore as a cat? Can I just...
Can you open the door?
Because I feel like at this point, I'm like, okay, clearly, this has to be a joke. Why did my master send me here? There has to be some... I'm clearly dealing with the wrong people.
Okay.
So she...
You got the
So
wrong
she's-
address.
She's gonna...
I'm gonna go explore.
Okay, so you're gonna, roll me an acrobatics check.
Seven.
Okay, so you head on over to the door, which has been closed, and you're like, I can open this, no problem. You like jump up and hang by the knob for a second, and then hop back down and realized, I didn't quite open it.
You need fingers.
Yeah, the question is it a handle doorknob or is it a turny doorknob? Like one of
It's
the,
a turny doorknob.
like a circle
Use
doorknob.
the Mimichrome.
You could?
Why would
Could
you
I?
say that?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Can she in cat form? No, wait, she keeps her
Oh.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yeah,
right?
but
Yeah.
I can't speak.
You don't need to speak.
You don't need
Oh,
to-
I don't? Oh,
you
it's
need
with
to-
my
You
mind.
need to form a mental link.
Mental
You
link
gotta connect to the
I'm gonna
Wi-Fi
mental
network.
link with a cat, as a cat.
with the Mimichrome. What do you want
Yep.
the Mimichrome to do?
Open the door.
Okay, roll me a will.
Wisdom?
Damn it, yes. Shut up.
20! I got a natural 20!
Oh shit!
Oh,
So
no.
many nat 20s in this episode. Holy fuck.
open all of the door. I wasted it on opening the door, but...
No. Here's what happens. You fail opening this door, and you look around, and you recognize the sparkly, liquidy substance that the strange half-elf man had used earlier. You're like, oh, I know what this is. And with your mind, you're like, yo, can you open the door for me, friend, please? And the Mimichrome comes out of its bottle, like, very easily, swoops out of the bottle, twists the door open, like, with all one fluid motion, as if it's like, oh, yeah, I know who you are, it's fine. And it actually, like, hovers around you as if to say, now what?
I fucking stole your shit.
Make
It's
cat
mine
armor
now.
out of it. It works.
You could say she was a cat burglar?
Fuck you.
Okay, so the door is open. Florence is yours to explore.
Yeah, you know, they said something about cake. What is that?
Okay. So
What-
you're gonna make your way to the cake?
Yep. I
Okay.
don't know what it is. It's supposed to
So
be candy.
you...
It's literally
Well,
cake.
Mimichrome knows what's up. So the Mimichrome is going to take you to the kitchen. You softly pitter-patter down this hallway and make it back to the entrance of Florence. And there's like this very gentle snoring sound. And at first you're like, oh, is that the people in the cart? No, that's the cart itself.
Oh.
Which is a little spoopy.
She's like, what the hell is going on?
Pretty much.
That's how spoopy it was.
That's how spoopy it was. So you are kind of like... You're creeping around. You make it to a staircase, and then you make it to another off doorway. The Mimichrome is going to the off doorway, but like I said, there is a staircase. You can explore anywhere you want.
Did I come in here by myself? Like, I saw the outside, right?
Yeah.
I am intrigued by these stairs.
What cat is it?
She's like, can I, like, signal... I, like, signal the Mimichrome, like, shh, this way. I want to
Go
go up
upstairs.
here. I've changed
Oh
my
yeah, it'll follow you.
Awesome.
So you
I'm going up the stairs.
so you walk up the stairs, and this swirling like.
The pitter-patter
This
of
is the
little cat
weirdest-
feet.
Okay, listen, we've had a lot of weird imagery in this podcast, but a white cat with antler-like print on its back going up a flight of swirly stairs inside a bigger cat with a stream of liquid consciousness is by far one of the strangest things.
Well, what about when the liquid consciousness was coming down the stairs?
That's
Yeah.
we'll have to find out.
With the occasional body part.
All right, so you head upstairs.
Maybe a
and you...
head.
That was pretty good. So you make your way upstairs, and you see that this seems to be some sort of piloting room. There is a series of knobs and levers and buttons up front. There seems to be like a steering mechanism. You can see that there's a shelf, and for some reason, a cat bed. Because you didn't smell any other cats in this place except for you, and maybe the cart. That's still a weird point. And you see that there's like a couple of drawers, and there is a ladder that leads up to a porthole that leads to the top of the cart.
Huh. I'm gonna tiptoe over there.
To the ladder.
Yeah. Can I climb the ladder as a cat?
Let's
Can
see.
cats climb ladders?
They can. And roll me acrobatics. We'll see how fucking
Oh,
fantastic
boy.
this is.
My acrobatics rolls have not been very good so far. That's a 14.
That's decent. Yeah, you kind of like slink your way up and up and up. The Mimichrome sometimes makes like a step so you can
Oh.
kind of go diagonally up. The only problem is that there's a trap door sort of thing, and it seems to be latched shut and locked.
The Mimichrome can't open it for me?
Well, you gotta ask it.
Open, please?
Open, please? Alright, Mimichrome, let's see how smart you are with this kind of complex system. Holy shit, pretty smart.
Oh, yes.
The Mimichrome kind of pulls the latch and flips the door open,
Yeah.
and as you hop up, you realize that you are on top of what appears to be a giant fucking monster cart. Like, you peer over the edge and you can see this thing's, like, massive head, and you look over and you see, like, it's big, I can't say meaty because they're not actually meat. It's like a series of rivets and gears to make the shoulders and the legs.
Meaty claws.
Claws. And there's like you're like walking along a railing, and the railing extends out into a tail. And I'm just gonna throw out here, when you got in here, it was kind of like a metaphysical journey. So you were kind of like traveling through some astral plane shit, and then you ended up here. You didn't realize that this was what you were inside. Just this giant fucking monster cart.
Can I, like, roll to see what it is? I am very intrigued.
Go for it.
What would
Roll
it be?
me knowledge arcana.
I'm sure Mina Lee's intrigued too.
Oh
But hey,
boy.
Mina Lee can't see shit.
wait. How is this mystery elf woman able to see?
Oh, that's, yeah,
Nice.
mysteries. Mysteries and sinisteries. Maybe you
I
dipshit
got a
should have gone
2.
to sleep.
-1. So
Oh, yeah.
1, but not a natural 1.
You have no fucking clue how this is even
Oh my
feasibly
God, what the
possible.
heck? I'm going back inside.
Down the ladder, down the stairs.
Back to the cake.
Alright, so you go into the kitchen, and I'm actually going to need you to make a stealth check, because as you are entering through, and this Mimicrom's kind of like going to the kitchen, you kind of hear this. And you look over, and you see 2 couches, or 2 chairs, armchairs pushed together, and this fucking bird woman just like sitting nestled in between the 2. Lexa.
I got a 4.
Okay,
I'm the noisiest cat.
Knocking over everything.
I jump onto a counter and accidentally drop a jar and it goes.
Accidentally pushing
You
it
knocked
off with
the
your front
counter
paw.
over.
You know us cats.
you walk in and you see this bird woman, and you actually, part of you recognizes this shape. You're like, oh my gosh, is that a? And you're not really paying attention to anything else around you, and you just like face first smash into one of the stools, and then the stools falls over and goes. And the bird woman is like, and it's like looking around, and then it sees you, and he's like, hello, small kitty person? And it's really weird because it looks like a female, but a dude's voice is coming out.
Wait. Do any of us hear the stool falling over?
Roll me perception.
28.
Jesus.
Shit.
Damn, dude. Oh my god. A 15.
He didn't go back to bed yet. He just went to the bathroom and
Heard it. You were like taking a pee, and he's like, ah! And now there's pee everywhere.
Alright,
Thanks,
so
Svein.
28, 15.
Prestidigitation,
Tom, are
clean
you
it
trying
up.
to wake up?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll for Manuel.
No.
Is this
Nope.
what skill was this again?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception, huh?
Yep.
That's a 16.
Oh my god. I rolled for Manuel. He got a 6. He's out. Like light.
Alright, so 15, 16, and 28.
Oh yeah. No, you hear the sound of just like furniture hitting the ground, and all 3 of you are like, because you definitely hear it.
Alright, battle axe time. I'm killing this cat.
Svein's coming down.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
So you all enter into the kitchen, and you see a weird sight. Not
I
that
wanted it
that's
to be a
new.
dream, but no! Our life just has to be this weird!
So you enter the kitchen, and you see the Mimicrome with a plate of cake. You see Yash, who is currently snurgling with the same white cat. He's like, dudes, I didn't know you guys had a cat. This thing is adorable. And he's just like petting you and rubbing you, and he's like, he's got you in like this very protective hold.
She's
Lexa.
purring. It's fine.
He's like, oh,
Please, I've had such a stressful night already. I got
You-
chained up. It was horrible.
Heads up, Yosh. That's a cat as much as you're a bird.
and he kind of looks at you, and he looks at the cat, and he's like, does that? So there is somebody else like me. You guys are a bunch of. Excuse me. I think my My accent was showing a bit there. Sorry. Now you know they're related. And he like gently puts the cat down on the counter and he's like, "Hello! Do you also speak the language of our people?"
She just raises a paw.
Alright.
I think that's a yes! What is your name, cat person?
And why are you here?
She like squints at you guys.
I'm just gonna put a chair, like slide a chair up to the table, put the cake down, and go, have some cake. Let's talk.
Lannon's about to kick a cat through a window.
Lannon, is that your mimicrone there?
Oh yeah, the mimicrone is still swirling around the cat, like almost semi-protectively, like, come at me, bros. Go for it.
Back to the room.
It kind of looks at
No.
the cat, and it looks at you, Lannon. I want you both to make a wisdom throw. Go for it.
Like saving or
No, just a command.
Hey, Lannon.
Failing.
Lannon,
Lannon?
you want a port and roll?
Sure.
I got a 16 on the back end.
That makes an 18.
Okay.
23.
Oh no!
Oh!
So Lannon, you make this command, and the mimicrone starts to inch forward a bit, but then it looks at the cat, which kind of gives it the eyeball, and it
Oh,
swarms.
that eyeball.
Yeah, and it swarms back to the cat, like very protectively.
How fucking dare you? I gave you a nice bottle to stay in, and you treat me like this. Ah,
Kids.
conscious liquids. Lannon's fucking grabbing some cake. No, wait. No, he's not.
No.
Kennam's gonna slap his hand away. It's like, no. That's for the cat.
Stop that.
You have your cake.
So you present the cat with a piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Will she ever come out of cat form? We
That
don't
is-
know.
That is
Our
up to
wonderful-
her.
Our wonderfully handcrafted happy cake. So nice.
I'm gonna nibble at it.
So you ate some of the cake, huh?
I'm gonna eat some of the cake. I don't know what cake is. I want to know how good it is.
Okay. So you start to eat some of the cake, and just remind me really quick, Lexa, do elves have any saves or resistances to charm effects?
They do.
Because they're fairy touched.
So is that resistance, or is that it just plumb
It's
doesn't?
advantage
I have
against
advantage.
Then I need you to roll me, what would this be, boys? What have we been doing this in the past?
I'd say
I believe
maybe wisdom or
It's
charisma.
I know it's either wisdom.
It's
or
a wisdom
charisma
saving throw.
All right, so I need you to make. Is that just how she laughs? You don't eat it out of casual.
Wait,
She's just
guys,
like-
you know the Emperor's New Groove?
Oh
When
my
Yes,
god!
turned
yes.
into a cat? Yeah, that.
I win.
I mean,
Yes.
I win. Okay, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, but make it twice and take the higher end.
We were never given a DC for happy cake, by the way.
what's your DC
It's not for
the
us to
spell?
know.
I'll say, bitch, that's for me to know, and you did never find out.
18.
That's a good ass DC.
DC, you mean roll.
Yes. I'll tell you now that the base DC is 15. If you ever want to, like, enchant it to be even better, I will allow it, but that hasn't happened yet. So it's base roll 15. This cat eats some of the cake, and, kitty cat, this is some pretty tasty ass cake. It's got a lot of blue in it for some reason, but, you know,
It's confetti cake.
blue is the best flavor, I guess. And yes, it is
Lannon's
also,
getting a,
it's
Lannon's
also
getting a
confetti
drink.
cake. So you eat this cake, and that's about it. And then Yash is like, "Oh, dudes, can I have some cake?"
Yosh, we'll get you some cake later. This is our
Yeah,
piece.
we'll pick you some up and down.
Oh, come on, guys!
This is
Go
our
back
piece.
to bed.
Yosh, go
But
back.
there's a cat! And he gives
I
you like a
wanna-
little pet.
I want to jump into Yasha's lap.
Ah! Yeah, he like scoops you up. He's like,
Rub.
and it totally likes me, guys.
Rub it against him.
Like you said it yourself. It's probably some poor soul trapped like me. Maybe we have an innate connection.
Oh,
I whisper-
hold on. She immediately like perks up. She's like, I'm sorry. poor soul.
No,
she
I
does not say that, but that's what she's thinking. She's like, wait.
I whisper over to Kennam, I think she's the only one.
I didn't think about that. Like, there probably aren't others sneaking around.
No, I think she's the only one that likes Yash.
Oh.
Shots fired.
I could kill you idiots so easy, and all it would take was a competent assassin.
Yeah.
No, because a competent assassin would actually try and kill us.
A competent
Gaius!
assassin wouldn't dilly-dally around in my dreams.
Gaia's
eat cake.
saviors can't even handle a fucking cat.
Oh, we can handle it, we're just choosing not to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Retired.
We don't want to anger Florence by hurting cats.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did we finish up our long rest in the time that it took her to explore the cart?
No!
Damn.
All right,
That would
all
have
right.
been funny. Would have been great.
Could you, like, change into your talking form so we can have a conversation, please?
Actually, that
And you
would make
see-
it easier.
You see Yash so, like, fucking offended. He's like, how dare you?
She can change forms, Yash,
Look, I can change forms too, but it's really hard. And I need your
without
guys'
the use
help.
of surgery.
Surgery.
Make me a persuasion.
Or she
Persuasion.
could come out of her cat form.
She could, but I don't think she will you, Lexa?
She's flicking her tail. She's like,
Make me that perception. I don't think he believes
Perception?
He believes you. Yes. No, not perception. I'm sorry. Persuasion.
What am I persuading?
You're trying to convince Yash that he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He doesn't believe you.
That is a 19.
Alright, let's see here.
I'm sure
If
Yash
that don't
gets
work,
a-
I have an idea.
I'm sure Yash gets a -10.
Yash kind of looks down at the cat and looks at you, looks down at the cat, and it's like, I mean, and he kind of holds it protectively. It's like, but it's so adorable. Listen.
I'm gonna walk over to Yash.
Oh God. Golly gee.
give me the cat.
Listen, man. We know what we're talking about. This cat can change forms at will, and I slap the cat.
Oh!
Because
Bite! I bite him!
I, as Nick, know how the fuck this wild
Please
shape
out?
works.
Oh.
Hold on. Roll. You may want to do that.
You
for your
gotta roll an
character,
attack.
though. You gotta first.
Roll
know-
it.
Alright.
Okay, no, listen. I believe 100% that Lannon as a character would just slap a cat to slap a cat.
The
I will
attack,
say.
that's
you
a
s-
23.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm gonna.
More than a slap.
So you go to, because I'm gonna do something for Yash. Holy shit.
I also know how much health a cat has, and it's like 2.
But does
Alright.
Lannon?
Lannon does not.
Listen, no. Lannon literally just wants to slap a cat. That's it. He is a dick to felines. Lannon, you go to slap this cat, and you watch as, like, Yash kind of curls in a bit, and instead of slapping the cat out of his arms, you just slap him straight in the face, like. And he kind of reels to the side of it, and he looks up at you with, like, the most hurt face, and he's like, Landon, you can't just, like, hit a cat, that's not cool.
Oh my god.
Listen, even if she is a shape-shifting cat, you don't just hit cats, that's not how this works. Like, holy
Great,
shit.
now I look like an asshole. Grabbing another drink. Fucking hell. I
Look,
hope
maybe-
Fireball exists in this universe.
Look, dudes, maybe she, like, needs help with something, and you're just gonna try and slap her?
Cat,
She
like,
invaded my dreams. What would she need help with?
There's no
He-
proof of that.
He looks down at you, Kitty Lexa, and he's like, is this true, kitty cat? You could, listen, I'm on your side here.
These guys, they don't get what it's like to be an animal. You and I, though, we got a thing. We got a strong bond. You can trust me.
She nods. She's like, we do have a thing. You have no idea.
You're a fucking putty in my hands. So he is going. That's how I imagine it. How everyone else is seeing, like, God damn it, this cat has this bird wrapped around her fingers. Yosh will take you over to the couches, and he kind of nestles back into the couch.
What couches?
The
Self-Commander's gone.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
He made a couch with 2 chairs.
Yeah.
Makeshift couch. He goes back to his makeshift couch, and he settles kind of in, and he puts you, Cat Lexa, kind of in between him, like a mother bird would to her chick. So, after a couple of minutes, Yosh looks over to you. He's like, sort of forgot you can't be part of this conversation. Do you guys just want to, like, I don't know, pop off to bed and I'll just, like, give you the 411 tomorrow or something?
Lannon pours a drink, takes it down, pours another drink, keeps it on the counter, goes to bed.
This entire campaign is brought to you by alcoholism.
It's fine. It's okay.
Let the record show that I still don't trust her.
Nah, dude. May's totally cool. She seems like a cool cat. Oh, her name's totally May, by the way. Sorry, May. I just thought, first name basis.
Hold on.
Meow.
Hold on, wait. Did you just say cool cat?
Meow.
He gives you, like, the finger guns with his little finger hands. Like, yeah, dude. Like a cool cat.
Oh my god.
Lannon has
slams
existential
his door.
flashbacks. And everybody, finally, drifts off to sleep.
Hey everyone, it's Nick. I just wanted to do a little outro bit to officially inform you of a few things. First of which is the fact that our lovely cleric Loeb will not return to the Blaze trailers. His player Nate got caught up with real life, and we all thought it best that he deal with reality other than our little fantasy world. However, second is the introduction of our new addition, May. She's played by a wonderful girl named Lexa, and all the character art you see in the video is actually made by her. There will be a link to see more of her crazy art in the description below, if you do want to see it. Other than that, I hope you all hit that like button, and if you really loved the video, then make sure to subscribe, and we will see you the next time that crit happens.